And Bosh, we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. Hope you and your family and your friends and maybe even your enemies are safe and sound. Let's get comfortable and let's do this. Kick off our shoes and let's relax. So, this video is going to be probably a longer one. So thank you in advance for sticking through it, and I'm not saying that presumptuously. Sticking with me till the end, I'm not saying that presumptuously. I've just got a bunch of supporters that are watching all my videos all the way through and liking them. Cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you for all the support. Even if it's just a watch and you don't like and you don't do any of that type of shit, I fully appreciate each and every one of you. So I don't say that presumptuously. It's just awesome to know that people are appreciating my work. So this is going to be a long one and it's going to be a fun one. So basically, last night, and when I say last night, I mean like late last night. Couldn't sleep. I was, as per usual, I was having a look around, listening to music, old stuff, new stuff, so on and so forth, keeping my ear to the ground because this is what I love to do. And I noticed, I saw a little thing popped up about Warm Shepard. Now, Warm Shepard are without a doubt one of my favourite bands on the scene right now. Up there with, I'm not going to name drop a bunch of other bands. If you want to know bands that I really, really like, just go back and watch the rest of my videos because I'm going to mention one and then I'm not going to mention this band and so on and so forth. But Warm Shepard are right up there, certainly in my top 10, possibly top 5, possibly more than that, so on and so forth. I love these guys. Absolutely love these guys. I've been a fan of them since I heard The Frozen Lake, which, crazily enough, came out on December 7th, 2019, Slam Worldwide. Shout out to Slam Worldwide. 2019. Just feels like a different universe, to be perfectly honest. I may as well have heard this song in the 1960s. Frozen Lake. Loved it. Fell in love with it. Just blown away. Then Ragnarok came out on March 2020, and I actually liked that more, which is really saying something. And then after that, the next thing was, March 1st, 2020. Yeah, sorry, excuse me. I think I'm saying all this wrong, but it doesn't matter. I haven't slept very well. You guys know what I'm saying. Frozen Lake, Ragnarok, both great. November 27th, 2020, Warm Shepard, Wretchedness Upon the Gates, featuring David Simonich from Signs of the Swarm. I really fucking like Signs of the Swarm as well. Loved that. Blown away. Warm Shepard of them being after that they have been releasing. They released a little mini documentary about their album in the wake of Saul, OV, keeping it nice and cult. That was really, really cool. And then they've released a bunch of playthroughs, like them doing songs, which is awesome. Shout out to the drummer, especially. That guy is... And I don't say this in a kind of like, patronize, he's so young or anything like that. I don't mean that. I'm more pointing out his age just because I'm so fucking impressed. I think he's well under 20. As Devin, the lead singer of Warm Shepard, is also really young, but the drummer is extra young. Like, I think he's 5 years older, maybe only 4 or 5 years older than my oldest son. So that's a youngin', and his drumming is just ridiculous, like just completely out of control. Then they released In the Wake of Saul, keeping it cult, on December 25th, 2020, Christmas Day. You naughty boys. That was a hell of a Christmas present. That was really, really good. All the tracks on it were great. The Emptiness Between Stars and Ether and Loathe, some tracks that were album tracks, were also really, really good. I honestly think they could have just closed their eyes and basically just picked any tracks they wanted and released them as singles. And I don't say that often, whatever. So, blown away by everything they've done. So, with that all in mind, to cut a long story short, no, actually, I'm going to go into details. little announcement. Warm Shepard have been signed to Unique Leader Records. Now, there's a number of reasons why this is so fucking exciting. First of all, Warm Shepard haven't been around that long. They have absolutely worked their asses off, and they're already signed to a major label in Unique Leader Records, and a good one at that. Good for various different reasons. Mainly just because of the roster that Unique Leader Records have got. I mean, Distant, Signs of the Swarm, Bone Carver. Anything else? Nope. Okay, excellent. Osaya. All the bands that I'm forgetting? Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. You guys know what's up, right? So they've been so that's just, I mean, I'm so happy for this band that the hard work has paid off, and now they're just reaping the rewards. Not only are they getting just almost no negative criticisms whatsoever, universal praise, I would say, and the people that don't like it, you might want to go back to listening to K-pop. Everyone liked it. It got plenty of likes, plenty of followers, plenty of views. Hold on, I need a drink. So not only that, but now they've also been rewarded with being on Unique Leader Records. Now, another reason that's so exciting is because imagine Signs of the Swarm, some other bands with Warm Shepard supporting live on tour. Distant and Warm Shepard, Bone Carver and Warm Shepard, Osaya and Warm Shepard. You see where I'm going with this, guys? That's some fucking seriously exciting shit. COVID needs to fuck off. Off it needs to just jolly well fuck into the sunset. And it can just go and hang out in the graveyard with fucking SARS and all that type of bullshit. So we can get back, so these guys excuse me, can get back to touring, and then I very selfishly can go and see them. That's some ridiculous nonsense right there. Not only did all this happen, but on top of that, Warm Shepard have released a new song, and it's not a re-recording, which would be awesome, and it's something like that. It's called Chasm Dweller, and it was 10 hours ago, and I somehow managed to resist listening to it, because I was tired last night, and I was like, well, this just looks incredible. It's a Unique Leader Records, so it's the first thing they've released on Unique Leader Records. It's a brand new track, so I'm very excited. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for these guys, and without trying to take any shine away from them, if I've contributed even 0.00000, add as many numbers as you want on there, a few more zeros, % to any success these guys have got, even if it's the tiniest fraction, I was time well spent. You know, because of it, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to say that I was, 75% responsible for them getting where they are, but any help that I could have done immediately, any help that I could have done at all, I'm super happy with. So, time well spent for me, but I'm not taking any shine away from these guys. They've worked so fucking hard in such a short space of time, and I'm going to let Devin's vocals do the talking. I'm not going to say what they're like. You already know, and if you don't, you're about to. So with all that, let's get on and let's listen to let's listen to Chasm Dweller, shall we? Just a deep sense of satisfaction doing this shit for you guys. There's been so much good shit released recently. And not only there's just so much more stuff that I've got to listen to and make clips out of and big up and so on and so forth. So it's super exciting for a bunch of bands. A couple of bands that I forgot about as well have came back, releasing some shit. It's a very exciting time to be in this, to be into this type of music. Okay, Unique Leader Records the very first single on this label by Worm Shepard, Chasm Dweller, official lyric video. I am pooping in my pants with excitement. Who wants to listen to the track? Let's listen to the song, shall we? Alright, cool. One more time. Worm Shepard, Chasm Dweller. Wait for it. That's satisfying to see. Alright, let's go. I love it already. That's it. I could just turn it off here. I'm good. I'm good. That's me. That's me. I'm done. It's got an uplifting vibe to it. With the black and stuff's uplifting. Awesome. Oh man. Jesus. He's singing. He's singing. It's beautiful. It's powerful. Oh man. Oh mate. The drumming. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh, was that good for you guys? Oh, that was good for me. Where to begin? Where to begin? Okay. Okay, Worm Shepard, Chasm Dweller. Okay. Fucking wow. What in the name of fuck is going on here? Okay, cool. So there was a much bigger emphasis on the kind of blackened side, the blackened and the death side of deathcore, rather than the core side. And when I say core, I mean grooves and kind of bouncy sections and really sickening breakdowns. Now, this is something that Worm Shepard can do, especially the breakdowns. I think that Devon's vocals actually, the lows are so crazy that it sounds like wind rushing through some kind of like it's like they took a sound of like a wind tunnel or something like that. It sounds airy. It sounds like a weather system. Doesn't even sound like lows. It's just ridiculous. I'll get more into Devon's vocals in a moment. As you heard in that song, they can do a breakdown. They can do a mean ass breakdown. But there was a much bigger emphasis on so when I say hard at the core, as I mean like the breakdowns and stuff like that. There was one breakdown in that song, and it was pretty crazy. But it was the majority of it was uplifting blackened sections. Not overly sinister, uplifting, kind of vast sounding, made a really nice soundscape. Is that the right word? I don't know. I'm an idiot. It was uplifting. I'm gonna have to mention Lorna Shore. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to mention Lorna Shore. Okay, everyone does when it comes to this band, but if you're gonna talk about blackened deathcore, you have to talk about Lorna. Sorry, that's just the way it is. It was uplifting in that type of way. Very similar to Lorna Shore. It was much faster. Way faster. Sporadically faster as well, which I absolutely love. It reminded me very much of a band called A Night in the Abyss, who I've shouted out and done reaction videos for on my channel. Go check them out, and then after you've finished blah blah blah, go check those guys out as well, because they're absolutely fantastic. So it's black and deathcore with a much bigger element on the more blackened death side of it than the core side. It reminded me very much of that, but different. It was absolutely gorgeous. It was heavy when it needed to be. It was slicing and scathing when it needed to be. The breakdown was heavy. Devon's vocals are in the little documentary the documentary that I mentioned earlier on, which again links to everything. Go do your thing, follow, so on and so forth. Give likes, comment, all that type of stuff. Like it twice if you can. He said he wanted to be. He didn't say the best. He didn't say the greatest of all time. He said he wanted to be the most versatile vocalist that he possibly could be. If he's not already there, he's on his way. He has so many different tones. I'm not going to talk about tone too much. He's got so many different sounds that he can make. It goes all the way down, but not just low, mids, highs, and maybe some kind of other types of stuff that goes in between. You could count the amount of things he can do. It's like at least double digits. It's like 10, possibly 15 different things he can do, and it's all powerful and it's all distinctive. But there's so many. You listen to a lot of this music and you go, oh cool, Devon does that. Okay, he also does that. Oh, he also does that vocal thing. Oh, he also does that. Like so on and so forth. His highs, especially, are stupid. Like they just don't. It just sounds like a harpy or shrieking feral witch. There's so many things I liked about it. One thing that stuck out particularly was the fact that, well, I mean, obviously, the clean vocals. Okay, cool. So, clean vocals in any type of metal or any type of even stuff that's kind of just like, heavy metalcore and stuff like that. Clean vocals come in and they're just straight from here and they're kind of just like that. And I'm not going to throw any bands under the bus. As I'm a promotions guy. I'm not a critic. I'm not here to talk shit about anybody. But as a personal thing, I find it boring and I find it I just don't think it goes very well. It's just they sing right from their nose and there's just nothing going on there. That's not the deal with this. Even if that wasn't Devin singing, which I'm pretty sure it was, but even if it isn't, that's totally cool. They were powerful. They had a compelling, brooding, almost calming vibe to them. And what I think is really, really cool as well is that they've decided to unleash this on their Unique Leader Records debut. So they could have stuck to what they know best. Lots of breakdowns, amazing breakdowns, lots of fast sections, lots of just, they could have stuck to the sound and structure of the songs that they've already done previous. They decided to diversify their game and throw in clean vocals. Those types of clean vocals anyway. I think there might have been some chants and stuff like that, possibly, on their other stuff. In fact, I'm pretty sure there was. Just can't remember the name of the track. I think it was an album track, but what can I say? I'm an amateur. Deciding to do that on your debut, to kind of show your range, is very, very brave, and it's fucking awesome. I think it's such a good move for these guys. What else can I say? I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. I was fairly sure I was gonna like that track. I was about as certain as you can get that I was gonna like that track. I didn't expect it to sound like that. I didn't expect them to take risks, because clean vocals in this line of work, it's a risky game. It's a very, very risky game. You don't know how people are going to respond, And there are going to be some, elitists and stuff, blah, 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 this is poser now or whatever. And elitists are just going to elite. I love them all the same. I love you guys. But taking a risk on their debut on a Unique Leader Records, showing that they, so Devin really is trying to do just as many different things as possible, which is absolutely fantastic. It's awesome, and the band haven't been around together for that. Haven't been around making music together for a very long time. This is awesome. I'm so happy. There are so many bands out there that are deserving of to be signed to a sick label like Unique Leader Records. There's so many bands out there that really deserve it. Worm Shepherd are one of those bands. They work so hard, they're so talented, the music's so fucking good, so on and so forth. Outstanding stuff. Absolutely goddamn outstanding. So happy for these guys. And again, if these guys did that amount of work, and all I did was that tiny little bit there, basically just by appreciating the music and turning on a camera and talking shit. Not shit talking, but just talking pish. Nonsense. Just rambling on for way too long. Even that amount, if that's just helped, that tiny little amount to help these guys get to where they are, I'll take that. I'm not looking for a slap on the back. It's just this is what I set out to do. Even if it's a tiny little amount, I'm so fucking psyched. So, one more time, Worm Shepherd, Chasm Dweller. Go play it on Deezer. Go play it on SoundCloud. There's no way it's on SoundCloud, but you never know. Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube. Go and play the clips on their Instagram. Go play the clips everywhere. All the links are going to be down below. Go check that shit. Support the band in any way you can, and jump on the train, because what these guys are going to do next is basically just whatever the fuck they want to do next, pretty much. And if you have any metal elitist friends or people that are unsure about the blackened deathcore sub-genre, actually, when you think about it, it's a sub-genre within a sub-genre. If you've got any friends that are like, I'm not quite sure about it, play them that. And if they don't like that, and they don't like Worm Shepherd in general, don't hate them. You know, they don't hate them, but it's just not their cup of tea. And Black and Deathcore isn't for them. But yeah. One last thing as well. One last thing, very, very quickly. I'm not really a big fan of asking people to hit the notification and turn on your blah 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 blah, to turn on notifications for all my videos, like, follow, subscribe, share, fucking do all that type of stuff. It doesn't sit well with me. It always kind of just seems like overly self-serving, and that's really not what I'm trying to do here, because it's just not, for various reasons. I'm a promotions guy. I'm not monetizing these videos. I'm not trying to make money. But if you were on the fence about subscribing or hitting that notification button, you know, sorry to sound like a really pretentious YouTuber, anytime this channel grows, 95%, okay, maybe whatever, 90% of the any growth that this channel has, it gets bigger, gets to 100, gets to, like, you know, 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers. It makes this platform bigger, which may in turn be able to give these bands a bigger platform so that I can shout them out, I can react to their videos, they can get bigger, and then they can potentially make money. I'm not doing this for I'm doing this, but my own emotional investment in this is because I love this type of music and I'm listening to it anyway and I like promoting it. It's not for money. So if you big up this channel, you are by proxy bigging up these bands and allowing them to potentially allowing me and yourselves to shine a bigger spotlight on these guys. So consider that. And if you don't want to sub, don't sub, obviously. I'm just glad you watched the video. So one more time, Worm Shepherd, Chasm Dweller. It was an absolute pleasure listening to that with you guys. Love you all very much. Shout out to Worm Shepherd, to underline, put an underline, just to underscore. You guys did fucking incredible. Nice work. You deserve it, and then some. I'm going to go and listen to that on repeat all day. I recommend you do the same. Take it easy. Stay safe out there. Love you all very much, and I will catch you on the next one. Later.